Good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion in the Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Wherever you may be around this globe, you know that you woke up this morning and you have an attitude of gratitude and you're stopping to think and say, well, this is going to be a fantastic day. This is going to be an awesome day. This is going to be a day that I crush those goals. Today is going to be a day that I focus on what my intentions are for this day. You know, sometimes we have to talk to ourselves and get ourselves in that mood, in that place where, our creativity begins to flow. And, a lot of times, we might not feel like it. But when we get up and we have that attitude, number one, that attitude of gratitude, that just changes it. Things begin to shift, things begin to change. You begin to have a whole different perspective. This is a great day. This is an awesome day. This is a day that I have to, create something brand new. So, we always, you know, sometimes we focus on the negative. But how about focusing on the positive? How about focusing on the things that's going to help you to crush your goals and crush your goals this year? We know it's February. We know it's the second month, of this brand new year. So don't give up. Don't become discouraged. We're going to be talking about, achieving your goals today. We're going to be talking about those success tips. We're going to give you some insight and a pick me up for the most part. If you're feeling some type of way, if you're saying, well, it's not working, the way I thought it should be working. Well, it's not time to quit. It's not time to throw in the towel. Maybe sometimes it's a way that you have to shift some things. You have to refocus some things. So, with that being said, let me introduce myself. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I teach you how to maximize your potential and stop leaving money on the table. And I do that by teaching women how to write their books and be productive and profitable, because I believe that every woman has a story to tell. Every woman has something of value on the inside of them. And I help you, reconnect with your dreams, reconnect with your values by, uncovering those hidden gems that are in the recesses of your heart. And, those things are so precious, y'all. They are so, so precious. And oftentimes, you may overlook those things. You may, not even think that they're important. But I want to tell you today that those things that's housed inside of you, they're very important. And somebody somewhere is waiting for you to share your story. So, what is that story that you are willing to tell? What is that one thing that you do better than anybody else? And someone's always calling you, whether it's for advice or whether it's, how to do something. What is that story? What is that knowledge that you could share with somebody that will turn your knowledge into dollars? Stop and think about that. What is it that you have on the inside of you? I always tell you, you have volumes on the inside of you. And your book is always, think of this way. Your book is a gateway. And it opens up to you many, many opportunities. So think about that. And when you think about that, you'll see that it's a great day after all. It's a great day in the neighborhood. Come on with it, Tiffany. It certainly is a great day.
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbor. And so I am glad you are mine. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am Tiffany Rochelle. I am Coach T Rowe, also known as the People's Cheerleader. It is a beautiful day to be in the land of the living, and I am just grateful that you're here. Also, good morning to you, to everyone that has chimed in thus far. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful. And Miss Gertrude, you come on with it with this new hairdo, honey. I'm seeing you and thankful for
Girl,
you.
it's however the hair want to do in the morning. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna let it do what it do.
Just roll with it, right? Just roll with it. Got it. Understood. Well, I am Tiffany Rochelle. What I did is I am an author. I wrote a wonderful book called I Choose Me, and this is a beautiful day for you to choose you. It's okay for you to be selfish and go ahead and choose you. What I do is I am a life goal and a heart coach. So I deal with the matters of the heart and help you to set some goals that are true to you. As I believe that out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. So for me, I help you to set the goals that are for real for you, not something that somebody else wants for you to do, but it's something that you genuinely want to do for you. So again, I don't have a negative connotation when it comes to being selfish, because it is okay to take care of self first before you're able to secure somebody else's mask. So go ahead and take care of you first. And absolutely, Miss Gertrude has a valid point today. It's just go ahead and to be you. I like what she said. That's what I grabbed out of what she's saying. Telling your story, and the story that is going to set somebody free. That story that's going to set somebody free is going to be the story that's authentic to you. That is going to be something that is genuinely you. And as her book says, it's something that you need to be unapologetic about. So please be unapologetic in telling your story. Be authentic to yourself. There's nobody else that's like you. There's only one creation of you, only one fingerprint like you. There is nobody like you. So why be somebody else? You are the original, and you're worth more than a copy. You can't copy somebody else. Be you. You're worth more than that. So you are chiming in already in the comment section. Super grateful that you're doing that. Any questions or concerns that you have, go on and put that into the comment section, and we'll be able to get to that in real time. So we're super grateful for that. Also in the comment section, I have pasted in there the workshop that we have coming up on the 17th. So if you have not registered for that, please go ahead and register for that. So that's going to definitely bless your life. It is time for you to awaken your greatness. And so that's what we're going to be doing in that workshop there. So if there's any other announcements that got to be done, I'm going to allow Ms. Gertrude to go ahead and do that. But if you see anything or you hear anything at any time along this broadcast, please share it on your page, or go ahead and click the little button so that you'll be able to text it to somebody. So call a friend, call a family member, and let them know what you're watching. Let them know what you're streaming into. This broadcast should be able to bless somebody's life outside of yours. So at this time, I am going to relinquish my stand. This is going to go back over to Miss Gertrude J. Chapman, so we're able to turn your passion into profit.
Yes, turning your passion into profit. Thank you, Tiffany. As we talk about this, achieving your goals and, building your self-confidence is so very important. Sometimes, like you said, what the hair do, girl, it got to do what it do. Okay. It got, sometimes, we fight against things, and like being your authentic self when we're talking about, writing your book and withholding those very things that people should know about. And what that does, it diminishes people's confidence, because now they're not being authentic. They're not being their true self. But, you just have to just let it go. Okay. Stop fighting against things. Stop bucking against how things are supposed to be. Just allow your creativity to flow. And when we're talking about, achieving your goals and building your self-confidence, I want to tell you, this is something that propels you forward and exhibit confidence when you are being your authentic self. When you are being your authentic self, it's building your confidence, because you can't run away from you. You may run away from other things, but you cannot run away from you, because the true you knows the true you. You know the true you, however you want to say that. So we're going to talk about, give you some tips when we're talking about achieving your goals and exhibiting confidence. Always embrace your expertise. Always embrace, who you are. Always embrace your authenticity. And all this is set it up, for this workshop and this conference that's going to be, coming up. One in February and a conference in March that's going to be coming up. And it's going to take you to another level, not only in your book writing journey, but also for businesses. So if you have a book, if you're an author out there and you have a book that you have written, drop that book link in the comments section, because this broadcast goes all over and people are looking at the comments, and you don't know, it may be something that they need to hear. It may be something that they need to know. So drop that information in. Also, if you're a business owner, also drop that information in the comment section. I was talking to a young gentleman yesterday, and he was asking me something. I said, "Oh, it's in the comment section of the show," and right off then, I was able to connect him, and now they're gonna have this meeting and everything, coming up. So, drop this information in the comment section, because it'll allow people to be able to connect with you, and it's so, collaboration, Tiffany, is so very important. It's a way to get your message out there. It's a way to get your expertise out there. So achieving your goals and building confidence, when you know who you are and who you are to serve, and those pain points, all of those things, y'all, that builds confidence like never before. Like never before. And the first one we're going to talk about is, and I want to thank you, everyone who's, have come into the broadcast, whether it's the YouTube side, the Facebook side, or the LinkedIn side. Thank you for being with us this morning. But how about this one, Tiffany? Surround yourself with successful people. Always surround yourself with successful people. And, it's easy that way to obtain success, because, it's magnetic. It's something that, you're positioning yourself around people who have already passed where you're trying to go. It's like a magnetic energy. It's like a pull that if you surround yourself with these people, you're able to achieve your goals faster. Like we were talking about recently on previous broadcasts, people who have made it. Like we talked about the Amazons. We talked about yesterday the Disney. Okay? It's all right to copy what they are doing. Copy the way they're doing things. Okay? It might not be, verbatim, word for word, or anything like that. No, you don't want to do that, because you have to be authentic in your approach. But they're leaving clues, and they're visible clues. You have to pay attention. Now, we also said, when we talk about surround yourself with successful people, these people have already been at this place, and now they have moved on. Okay? Now, if they're still there trying to figure out things themselves, that's a different type of energy. But if they have already achieved that and have moved over, and they have progressed to something else, that's the people that you surround yourself with. It's easy. Just copy what they are doing, but always, to yourself, to your expertise, to whatever that is that, that you are doing. It always has to fit you. It always has to fit you. And that's a part of expertise. That's the part of authenticity, is what I'm trying to say. You always have to put it to suit you. You can't wear somebody else's armor, because you haven't proven it. So you have to walk your own path, no matter how great it seems. Huh, Tiffany?
Get something tailor-made for you.
Tailor-made for you. It's got to be tailor-made. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It only makes sense. Like you said, success begets success. Mm-hmm. So you want to be around somebody that's successful, because they've already kind of had a blueprint of it. They got what it is, but you still want to be true to thine own self.
Yeah.
And so even when you see whatever it is that They have done the path that because we don't have to recreate the wheel. So even whatever successful clues, because success leaves clues, right?
Oh, yes.
So whatever you see that they've done, take that, but still put your spin on it so it feels like you. So even though this is the roadmap that you're taking, this is the plan that you're using, it's great for you to do that, but still put the spin on it so it's authentic to you. You're not veering from the wheel. You know, like even with my vehicles, I have the wheels that are on there. I got 4 of them and a spare. But then there's times that I really want to go ahead and get a different set of rims. So I want it to look a little different. So then if I am driving past, you'd be like, oh, there's a Toyota out there. Oh, there's a BMW out there. Oh, there's a Cadillac out there. Oh, there's that. Then you're like, okay, but let me look at the rims. Yep. That was Tiffany that walked by. Oh, that was her that drive by. You know, definitely it was her because I have a different set of rims that's on there. It may be that same color, but that wasn't her. You know, it's authentic to you. So even though, you know, you have that plan that you're following, still put a little bit of essence of you on there. So, you know, it feels like you, and they'll know, hey, this is something that's turning point. Oh yeah, this is something that they do. It's just authentic to you, but surround yourself around those people. Because again, who you're around, they're going to either breed life or they're going to kill you. If you're around people that are stuck and they're just doing in the valley of do nothing, more likely than not, you're going to do that. But when you see people are motivated and you're around individuals that are doing something, it normally causes you to want to, you know what, let me step my game up. Man, what are you doing? How can I find out? How can I do that? I want to do this as well. So you're around people that are motivating you to become better. That's what you should be around. You can't be your own motivation all the time. You can encourage yourself. You know, you can keep telling yourself, come on, we got this. Shake yourself. Come on, girl, you got it. But as far as, you know, like there's other people that's going to motivate you and that's going to cause you. I like what you're doing, man. What is that you got going on? Want to do it? Surround yourself around.
And that's so true. You got to have people. You cannot be a lone ranger. That doesn't work. Okay, that self motivation. I'm this one thing. That will never work. That will never work. It has to be other people, but other people who are successful. You remember we talked about on previous broadcasts. Not only those who are doing, you know, starting. But also the ones who are finishing. You know, finishers are very important, you know, those people who have achieved things, you know. And this is a question that I want to ask, you know, what does, and this plays a lot on this, okay, when we're talking about achieving your goals, when we're talking about, you know, success tips, when we're talking about building confidence, what does success mean to you? That's an individual thing. What does success mean to you? Maybe somebody may say, well, Gertrude, you know, all I want to do is write 1 book a year. That's all I'm interested in. Maybe that's their, you know, their success, to be successful. Maybe that's their way. Where somebody else may say, well, I want to make $100,000 a year writing books. It's all how, you know, everybody's success meter is different. Everybody's different. So that's why it has to be individualized.
Yeah,
that's why we're talking about, you know,
success looks different on everyone.
It looks different. You know, it looks different. So, you know, you have to allow people to, you know, follow their goals, follow their plan. And we're going to go into, you know, the plans next, the next one. You know, how that success looks for them, because maybe they're comfortable, and I don't like to say that word comfortable. Maybe they're okay, you know, working their path on their journey, on their writing journey. You know, maybe they're okay. You know, we always raise our sons to be who they desire to be. Okay, and not forcing them into what we thought they should do, and allow them to have that space. Okay, understanding, okay, if I make a mistake, that my parents are not going to browbeat me, they're not going to do anything of that nature, but then I could always, you know, go back and fix that and do it another way, and that's how we like to tell our audience, we offering tips, but where are you at? What's your individual plan? What's your goals for your life? What's the goal? What does success look like for you? How can you achieve your goals and build self-confidence?
That's good that you did your boys like that. That's one thing my mother did, and I tried to extend that to my kids as well. Is if you make a mistake, it's okay, but whatever you're going to be, you better be the best at it.
Yeah.
And it's your choice of what you're going to decide to do because it's your life overall. Now she has different things that my mom wanted us to do. Especially how much I love to argue. I think she would have been extremely happy if I would have went ahead and became a lawyer, because I am definitely one of them argumentative individuals that I believe in getting at least my point across because I always hear the other side of the individual, and it's a blessing and a curse, so to speak, as far as I'm concerned. Meaning I hear your side. I just like for you to hear mine. And so it's like there's no, you're going to. When I argue, I'm not like, I'm going to yell because I need you to hear what I'm saying. It's not about, yelling because my tone has to be brought down so you can hear it. However, there is two sides to the story. Well, there's one beautiful thing that I tried to pass on to my kids as well that my mom taught is be yourself. Whatever you're going to do, be the best at what you're going to do. You better be the most successful individual in whatever genre that you decide to go into. Whatever you decide to do, you need to be the best at it. You excel at it. You need to exceed far beyond what's just the norm for things. So got to be the best at that. And I'm grateful that you said that because thank you, Mom, for that. I am grateful for that teaching. That was super dope. So
yeah, it is very important. It's very, very important because you'll run across some people, they want to browbeat you and stuff like that. But no. But look at the next one. We talk about plans. Always consistently allow time in your schedule to work toward your goals. That's very important, and you'll get a lot done in a day by planning your day instead of just getting up and just doing whatever comes to mind. And I believe in a plan. I believe in not wasting people's time. Like I don't appreciate people wasting my time. Even when I have meetings, Zoom meetings, and somebody's late. Well, I understand that they could be late, but 2 minutes in to that scheduled time, I'm on the computer trying to send them an email because thinking maybe, they forgot, maybe it's a time zone thing or whatever, to see where they are because, I don't, always plan your day, always have a plan. Because it's so important. Time is precious. You cannot get time back. You cannot get time back. And, always constantly work toward your desired goals and that's how you achieve your goals. That's how you build confidence, and have fun with it. Have fun with it. You got to have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, something's wrong. You got to go back and see, well, maybe this is something I shouldn't be doing. Because when we're talking about turning your passion into profit, when we're talking about all these things, writing your book, when we're talking about achieving your goals, it has to be something that you can have fun with. Okay? What are you building? What are your desires? Going back to that question, what does success look like for you? Maybe you want that $60,000 a year as opposed to 6 figures a year. But work your plan to achieve that goal. And that will build confidence because if you try to, and it has to be, again, individualized, because if you try to live somebody else's how would I say, blueprint for your life, you're going to be unhappy. It has to be your plan. It has to be your goal. Because otherwise you will be unhappy. It's very important, Like I said, schedule it, work toward it, and have fun with it. Have fun with it and stay focused moment by moment. Stay focused. You have to keep your focus. And it's easy to do, Tiffany. It's easy to do when it's custom made for you. But we can't wear Saul's armor. No, we can't do that.
I like wearing my own clothes. My clothes feel great on me. Okay, it's sized for me. It fits me perfectly. There are certain things that I have that are oversized, but they are oversized intentionally on purpose. I know I'm gonna be here at the house, or I'm gonna be, maybe at the beach. There's certain stuff that I wear to the beach on purpose because I wanted to move. I needed to be a little oversized. There's just certain things that I do intentionally on purpose but I want to wear what fits for me, because when it fits, it looks good. You ever seen a person in a suit? Like for me, I love a guy in a suit. Ever see a guy in a suit, and when that suit fits and it's cut and it's tailor made from, you go, wow, man. I don't even really look at his face. I just look at him and be like, God darn, like it just looks nice. Like even with the police officers, they have to wear uniforms that fit them. They're not oversized. Well, some of them, they do become a little too small, but I mean, it fits them perfectly. So it's just like you want to have something that fits you, and make sure your plan is appropriate and it fits you. A long time ago, we used to have these little palm planners that we used to go around with, and that was the in fad. You seen everybody walking around with these little planners, but they were organized individuals. You knew exactly what they were going to do. 12 o'clock is going to be lunchtime. I got to be over and done with by 1:15 because I have to be in a meeting by 1:30. But everything was organized. Everything was planned out. And you normally kind of like look at those people and you feel like, oh, I'm going to respect those guys that they have certain things done. But they're just organized and they can look a certain way and they don't feel scatterbrained because they have their stuff planned out. Everything, every moment, every minute, every second of the day is allotted to something, because time is money. Yes. So like sincerely, what you plan out, rather it's your overall plan where you see yourself in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, where you see yourself in a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you should have a plan. You need to know what it looks like. What are you getting ready to do for yourself? Always have that mapped out. Because other than that, you're just wandering in the wilderness. Who wants to be wandering in the wilderness for a long time? If you want a house, you want a car, you want to go back to school, you want to make $60,000 a month, you want to make it $60,000 a year. What is it that you want to do? And then once you figure out what you want to do, I want to make no less than $5,000 a month. Let's just say $60,000 a month. Whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever that is, then you find out how am I going to do that? How am I going to achieve that? Starting to have a plan for you so that you know exactly what you're getting ready to go. I have a Post-it note on my computer. I have several, actually. I love stickies and I love them on my computer as well. But these stickies, they help me to stay focused. They help me to stay planned, because I have one that's on here and they're all color coded as well. I have one on here with my monthly goal and how many packages that I need to sell, how many sessions that I need to sell, how many books that I need to sell. I'm looking at it right now, and what I want minimum for the year and what I want minimum, or at least my kind of like mid at the end of the year, because I don't have a maximum that I have to make a year, but I do have a minimum, a mid that I would like to see. So when I keep looking at this goal on a continual basis, I'm like, oh, I ain't even there yet. Oh, okay, month just started. Man, okay, now I got to work harder. But I see what my plan is. It's a little small sticky that's on the computer. It's not one of these real ones right here. It's one of these ones that can go, that's posted on my actual computer, that I have like, that I continuously look at it. So it keeps me on track with my plan. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me like, okay, I need to do that. All right, now down 1, 2 more to go. And so that's my minimum. If I go over that, great, celebrate myself. But I need to get at least this in order to achieve where I'm trying to go to. Because there's stuff that I need to do. There's stuff I want to do. There's places I want to go, but I can't do it
Yes.
unless I work my plan.
It's
I
true.
need to make sure that this plan is in the process. It needs to work. So yeah.
It's true. And keep that constant reminder, because that's good. Always keep it before your eyes. And that's good.
I
You
even
know?
use my phone. So, because that's something else that I have in my hand. I
Yeah.
use the screen, the what do you call it, the wallpaper on there. So some
Mm-hmm.
people have vision boards and they only can see it when they go into their office or when they're at the home at the house. So for me, I put that as my screensaver. Like,
Yeah.
so I have that as a constant reminder that's on my actual, as soon as I look at my phone, I actually see on the back of there, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And it kind of constantly reminds me if I'm not at my computer, so I can see my computer post-its. If I'm not around anything where I can see my little hand post-its, I have it on my phone. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a constant reminder. Tiffany, you got to keep, this is what you want. This is what success looks like for you. So if this is what you want, this is my constant reminder. What are you doing to achieve it? And if I don't do it, it's nobody's fault but mine. I can't blame nobody else. It's my fault.
And that's true. And that is so true. You have to have those things always before your eyes. And that's a good thing because now it's imprinted in the brain. Now it's imprinted in the mind. Now you visualizing it. So all that is a part of the plan.
All of it. Yeah.
All of it. However you however you individualize it, you have to stick to the plan. Always stick to it. Now look at the next one. Don't sweat the small stuff, you know? Don't sweat the small stuff. Always avoid letting minor issues deter you from your goal. Always. Because those minor issues will rise up. So, this is another thing. Prioritize and know what you want. You have to, prioritize things and know what you want. But don't allow small issues to take you off your focus off of you achieving your goals. Okay? Because just like I said, if you allow these things to, rock you and shake you and move you from that place that you're supposed to be walking toward, you have to go back. You have to go back and reevaluate what it is that you really want. What is it that you really want? Is this something that you really want, or is this something that somebody wants for you? Like, and like I take it to, a parent and a child. Is this, a child has asked themselves this question: is this something that I want to achieve, or is this something that my parent want me to achieve, or something that my friends are doing and I just want to do it because it's the end thing? What's important to you? What does success look like for you? What is it that's burning on the inside of you? What is that passion? What is that deep-seated goal that you need to get out of your heart and write down on paper and make it plain? A lot of times it comes from people not writing down their goals. They're not writing the plans to get to those goals. Is where it becomes, shifty, and where it becomes, easily, they can easily be distracted. And that's good. Well, like what Tiffany said about, she has her goals right there on the side of her computer. She has her vision board right on the screen of her phone. And she's not going to allow the sweat the small stuff that come her way. As a matter of fact, just use that as a launching pad to fuel the fire, to continue on with your goals. That's how I see it. Oh, this is rising up. Oh, that, oh no, I'm not going to deal with that, but this is what I'm going to do. Because sometimes those things, those small things, they lead you to bigger things. They lead you to focus in more thoroughly. Because otherwise you would have missed it. You would have continued on walking a certain way. But now the small stuff, even though you don't put all of your attention there, but now you focus in more on your goal. And now you begin to see things in a different light. And you're able to achieve more. Because otherwise you would have missed it.
You can miss a whole lot of stuff when you sweat the small stuff. When you allow them little foxes to destroy stuff, that can really turn you off. And it's just like but it's easy. We start sweeping off a lot of times that, like, even in like a relationship, whether it's friendship, a relationship that you're in, or whatever situationship, sometimes there's little things that bother us and we just sweep it under the rug. But after a while, you keep sweeping stuff under the rug, things kind of, you see that the rug starts to bend up and it starts to pile up. Don't get it to the point where things start piling up and it becomes overwhelming for you. You don't want to sweat the small stuff, but sometimes there's certain stuff that you just need to address. You just need to make sure that you say, hey, this is what happened. Oh, wow. You know what? That didn't work out in my plan. I put this down for my plan, but it didn't work out that way. Maybe it just needs to be removed from it. So, okay, you just need to work out stuff. Don't harbor on that, because sometimes when you harbor on those little small details, that keeps you stuck and you can't progress and move forward. So find out, let's not spend a lot of time on there. Let's address whatever this particular issue is, or whatever this is the kink in there. Fix it and move forward, instead of taking a whole lot of time. Now it's taking a lot of time. It's taking a lot of energy. Grace and Miss Jeannie, it's taking a lot of time out of there. It's taking a lot of effort. It's taking a lot of emotion. And now we're ready to quit. Now we're on a dead end street. Now we don't want to do anything. Now we don't want to progress, because we've been sweating a lot of small things. So take the moment to address it, deal with it, or remove it, whatever. But don't just keep allowing it to go, or allowing it just to be the focus. You're magnifying something that's small.
Yes.
So you're majoring in something that's minor. You have to stop doing that. Fix it. If it's something small, get rid of it. Anything that's going on in my eye, I wear eyeliner all the time. There's a little bit of it that I get in my eye. I'll do one of these little numbers right here. Or I'll take my towel, grab it out of my eye, whatever, so I can keep going. I'm not going to keep allowing that one little small beam that's in my eye, or that one little small irritant of my eyeliner to be in my eye and continuously irritate me all the time. Fix it and move on. I'm going to get it out of my eye so I can continue to progress. I'm just not going to fix it.
Fix it and move on. That's it. Sometimes just don't even fix it. Just totally ignore it and move on. Move on.
Some things can't be ignored.
No, some things you can't be ignored. No, but some things can, But that's something that you have to look at. Either you're going to fix it, address it, or
absolutely
ignore it and go on. Right. Okay, ignore it and go on. But these are different perspectives that we're giving you all. And we're talking about achieving your goals and building that confidence, y'all. Very important when when you do these things. We talked about surrounding yourself with successful people. We talked about plans, and we talked about don't sweat the small stuff.
Right.
Don't sweat the small stuff. And most importantly, design your plan that fits you, individualized. So we hope that what we have shared had brought value to you today. And we hope that, you have dropped your information in the comment section. Good morning, Ms. Jean. How you doing today? In the comment section, your book links, your business, or any of those things in the comment section. We want to remind you about the workshop that's coming up on February the 17th, talking about planning and your goals and different things of that nature. I was working on some of those things on yesterday, adding some things in, and it's going to be an awesome workshop. So you could get that information by going in the comment section and registering on Eventbrite. It's a free web workshop. I want to say webinar. It's a free workshop. And the only way you'll be able to tune into that workshop is going to Eventbrite, so we could send you the information that you need to be present in that workshop. And with that being said, We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today on Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. And we look forward to seeing you the next time. Remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, everyone. Grace and peace.